Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast. It is the award-winning InWheelTime car talk show. Just ahead, our story of the week, shady dealers, along with this week's recalls and our guess the sold car price. Plus, Jeff will have the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy. Along with Mike out of this world, Mars, we always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley is vacationing in the UP of Michigan. Lucky him. It's nice and cool up there. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us for our live show. We were off last weekend. We all did our own thing for a change on a Saturday morning. Some slept in, others did not. I did not. What did you do?
I worked around the house all weekend. It was fantastic. I worked around the house.
Good. And you're feeling good about that?
At the time, yes. Yeah.
at the time. Not any longer.
No.
Yeah. Mr. Mars?
Now, I would happen to spend the weekend with my mother, helping her out.
Well, that's good. How old is your mother?
96.
Right.
96. There's a lot of help to be had there.
Plenty to go around if you need something to do.
No, I don't.
You know what?
Thank
Let's
you very
all
much.
hope that we can be 96.
No. You can wish that. I don't care too, but thank you.
196.
196. Yeah. All right. So here's the story of the week. That svelte body of yours. Is that what you were
Yeah,
referring
that's what I
to?
was referring to.
Our story of the week. Let me preface this by saying, 99% of car dealers are good, honest, hardworking people that do the right thing. But then every once in a while you run across one, and it doesn't necessarily an indictment of the entire dealership, but you got that one person in there that's probably been with you for a few years, and you're thinking, they're on the up and up.
Yeah, that's why I got turned away from that first dealer I went to buy my Buick, is because of the salesman. It was just a complete failure.
Right. A pair of Florida dealerships face separate lawsuits for allegedly misrepresenting used vehicles as new.
I read that article. I read that.
In one case, customer Sean Crowley claims Sun Toyota in Holiday, oddly enough, sold him a 2024 Land Cruiser, they're not cheap, in February of this year as new with only 10 quote-unquote factory miles. Less than 2 days later, however, a service light went on, signaling the need for an oil change. When Crowley looked at the dashboard, he discovered an odometer reading of almost 5,000 miles, the complaint said. Shocked, as the complaint put it, he called Sun Toyota, was instructed to bring the Land Cruiser back for servicing, and was told the store would work something out regarding the excess mileage. The store claimed there had been a typo on the paperwork. Crowley's asking for damages for violations of the Federal Odometer Act and Florida's Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act, as well as for fraud, negligent misrepresentation, breach of warranty, and fraudulent inducement. Al, in the second case, I wonder who's going to win that.
They had to know that vehicle was that way.
Well,
they had to know.
Yes, you would think.
Because you got a floor plan and you take inventory.
I understand. But this could have been one of those that had been done through a dealer trade. Nobody did the inspection on it when it got to the dealership. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's all sorts
variables.
of things that you don't know in this story.
But he bought this car that probably cost him 80 plus.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't look at the odometer for 2 days. Of course, it could be buried. There's some of them that
You got to find
one
it.
I just drove. You got to go down through 3 screens to find all the stuff you want.
The Italian vehicle you had, we had the.
Oh, yeah.
3 of us had to work it.
That's what seems strange to me, is it took him 2 days to look at the odometer.
Well, he went and got himself an attorney.
And
I
the
would have
attorney
to.
looked at the odometer.
Story number 2.
Okay.
Customer Lily Altizer Benson alleges Jerry Ulm, a Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tampa, sold her a 24 Jeep Wrangler Sahara 4xE as new in November of last year, despite the fact it was previously sold and titled to a leasing company. A reproduction of the original factory window sticker was affixed to the Wrangler with a sticker price of $78,875. quote, further reinforcing the representation that the vehicle was new, the complaint said, and the retail installment sales contract described it as new. Her lawyer, Joshua Fagan of Hollywood, Florida, told Automotive News the mileage wasn't the issue. The title was withheld from examination to prevent the consumer from seeing that the vehicle was previously titled to another owner. The act of withholding the title and making mileage disclosures on documents other than the title itself was intent to defraud is a violation of the Odometer Act.
Another one that they should have.
Wow. I guess the point of the stories of the week this week is, I know, I'm guilty of it too. You go in and you buy something and it's got about 15 pages of legalese.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't read it.
Most of it. You can read it, but you don't really understand it.
Yes, that's it.
My suggestion is, give me 24 hours, take your document, pay an attorney to go over the document, and look for those legal things in there that you or I don't speak or know or have knowledge of. That would be my suggestion. Do we do that? No.
But I want it now.
But nowadays the laws have been on the consumer side, but they can't put all that misleading jargon in that contract. They have to be upfront and tell you about this is what you're signing, this is what it is.
They're supposed to be.
They're supposed to, but you explaining what's in that contract versus me explaining what's in the contract and Don explaining, there's 3 different versions. So
right.
you really
that's
don't
like,
know.
I tell him something and he tells you, and it's completely different what I told him.
But I wouldn't tell him at all.
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
tell him at all.
I will say, my wife used to be a legal assistant, and she's not a lawyer by any means. She never would claim to be, but she won't sign anything without reading it and at least understanding as much as she can out of it.
That's probably a good practice. It's probably saved you a bunch.
Well, it has, but it's also very irritating that she spends 30 minutes reading something. I'm ready to go. You know, but
you and everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah. Ford Motor Company's 89 recalls so far this year are more than the next 5 manufacturers combined.
I read that one too.
And have already set a full year record for an individual automaker, according to data from NHTSA. General Motors previously held the record with 77 callbacks in the entire year of 2014 amid the ignition switch scandal. Remember that thing?
So when they do the Ford Built Tough, they can also say, we're number one.
That's it in recalls. In a statement, Ford spokesperson said the company was taking a more proactive approach in recalls. You know, I remember a quote from Farley, the CEO of Ford, and he said that very same thing about 6-9 months ago. Mm-hmm. Ford's latest recall affects 850,000 vehicles in the U.S. because of a potential low-pressure fuel pump failure, which could cause an engine stall. Faulty fuel pump can reduce fuel flow from the tank to the engine, causing an engine stall and increasing the risk of a crash, according to NHTSA. Phinia Incorporated was identified as the supplier of the fuel pumps. Failures are more likely when fuel levels are low or in hot weather. Mm-hmm. Vehicles involved there's so many of them. Broncos, Expeditions, Explorers, F-150, 350 Super Duty, 450 Super Duty, 550 Super Duty, 21-22 Mustangs, 21-23 Lincoln Aviators, 21-22 Lincoln Navigators. Ford said it's still developing a remedy. How about a new fuel pump? Ding.
Now, exactly. Now, is this a pump in the tank? Is it a frame mounted, pressurized? Is it up near the?
I don't know, but my guess is it's probably in the tank.
But if it's in the tank, obviously it's going to take time to repair that.
Yeah, you're going to have to drop the tank. Oh, my God.
And if they're going back to 21, holy smokes.
Okay, so let's continue on with Ford, shall we? Rear view camera image may not display, and I think everything that they made from 2018 to 2024, including Broncos, Edge, Escape, Expedition, Explorer, the list goes on and on. I'm not going to bore everody with that, but it's a lot.
We need a good old airbag recall.
What we need is a great big paddle and a big spanking. Airbags may deploy with excessive force in the Ford Expedition and the Lincoln Navigator 2025. Front brake jounce hose may contact tire and leak. Ford F-150 Lightning battery electric 2025. I got a couple of other cars here. Are you even interested at that point? Let's not.
Just send them to Ford.
It's too many. Go to go to safercar.org. Type in your VIN number in there, and it'll tell you if it's been recalled.
Yep.
And what the remedies are. Okay.
The remedies, whatever kind of car you have, just take it back to Ford. They'll fix it.
Yeah.
If you've got a Ferrari, take it back to Ford. They'll fix
if you
it.
got a Ford, take it.
Yeah, they'll never notice it. Yeah.
No, just take it back. I know it's been recalled. Fix it.
Yeah.
And I need a replacement car while you're fixing it.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be recalled. You never know.
Time now for our sold cars roundup game that we're going to play.
Yeehaw.
Are you ready for that?
Is everybody online?
Well, we got George is here and Doug's here. I haven't seen Mr. Heisman, but he may pop in
Heitzman's
here.
around. He's already sent me one fake news story this morning about some NASCAR driver dying. No, Jeff, it's not. He said that his car and interior died, not himself. So there you go.
I can see how you could get that mixed up.
Uh-huh. All right, so first up, you want to guess the sold car price from Hemmings Sold Car Roundup. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
I picked a 2006 Dodge Charger. 2006 Dodge Charger.
This is the first one on here.
That's
It
why
is?
that's why it's so high priced. It's so unique looking.
One of the others
Okay,
over here.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, so forget what I just said.
Rewind.
Okay, so let's go over here to the 1994 Ford Mustang Cobra. Now, it says official pace car down the side. I didn't do too much homework on this.
all right.
It's a convertible. How much do you think a 94 Ford Mustang Cobra convertible pace car would go for?
I'm going big. I'm going 17.
17.
No. I'm going to go 26.
Oh.
Heitzman says 19.
Well, guess who won that one?
Heisman.
Jeff Heitzman. $18,900 is what it sold for. Okay.
Oh, he changed it to 31. So we're going to take
so
that away
I'm
from
gonna
him.
Okay,
gonna
never
take that,
mind. We're
Larry.
taking the trophy away. The blue ribbon goes back to
Me. I'll take it.
Jeff.
There you go.
Next up is the 69 Chevy Corvette. It's clean. Looks original. Got the wheel trim rings. Love that car. Chrome bumpers, front rear.
Yeah.
How much? Looks original.
23. I'm going 23.
23.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No. I'm going to go 34 on it. Jeff. Yeah. I would go 34.
How much
on
does Heitzman say?
He's still. He hasn't said.
All right. Well,
Counting has changed.
let me tell you, it sold for $30,975.
Oh, he came in at 26.
Okay.
At the
And
last
it's from
minute.
Amarillo because there's the Amarillo storage company right there. So that must be in storage.
Next up, the 1957 Oldsmobile 98
Oh, my
two-door convertible. That is a cool car. 57 Olds 98. It looks like it's been completely restored. Wide whites, which would have been stock for that car in that year. I think it's got wheel covers on it. I don't think those are wheels.
Yeah, those wheel covers.
How much would that go for?
Well, it said it's a 58.
57.
57.
Olds 98 convertible.
The interior smells like 1957. I'm going to go with 31.
Mars?
No, I would have to go for 30. I would go for a flat 40.
It's a pretty car.
Anybody
yeah, it
else?
really is.
Anybody else online?
Heitzman says, no, George says 18,999.
Oh, George. No, it's not that.
George has a coupon, right?
Sold car price $50,400.
Oh, boy.
That's a nice car. I'm
That
telling
is
you,
a
that's a
beautiful
complete
car.
restoration there.
Yeah.
All right, next up, 91 GMC Cyclone.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
these.
They had that little turbo motor in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks completely stock and it looks very clean. How much?
17.
17. Heitzman. Mark.
I would say those are pretty popular cars. I would say 22.
22. What does Heitzman say?
Haven't got him or George
Okay,
yet.
well,
I
I'm
think
gonna
they're looking it up on Google. So
That's the problem here. So you're not going to be able to do that. I'm going to tell you it sold for $27,300.
Okay. And the license plate says beat it. So
Heitzman-
Michael Jackson must have owned that one.
Heitzman finally came up with 32, so he's a little over.
Okay.
George-
Next up, the 1970 Chevrolet 10.
That is a hot rod tourer car right there.
That is. We would call it a Suburban today. I've never heard it called the 10.
Well, I think it's the C10, like the C10 truck, but I think
Yeah.
it's technically a Suburban, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Does it say two-wheeler or four-wheeler? Does it say it all?
I didn't
think
go that deep with
Looking
it.
at the hubs, I'd say four-wheel.
But it's
saying
a
towards
70 model, but it looks like it's a two-door. I don't see a handle for the rear door.
No, it'd be like a three-door. There's two doors on the passenger side.
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever.
Heitzman says 27,000.
27,
I'm
okay?
going to go 25.
Jeff's 25.
I'll go 20.
Okay, it sold for $26,250.
George had 23,999. He likes 999.
Of course he does.
Twyla keeps telling him to say
you know
that.
why? Because he's been on The Price is Right. That's why. All right, next up, the 64 Ford Thunderbird.
Holy.
It's a convertible. It looks sleek. It's a 64. There's no doubt about it.
Look at the pipes on it.
It's the bigger Thunderbird from way back when.
It's a big bird.
That is a parade car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much? Black with a red interior.
Aftermarket wheels.
How much?
Nice wheel. Those aren't real. I'm going to say 21 on that one.
I'm going 19.
Heitzman says 31.
Okay, how about 12,443? The
Okay.
point of the matter is you can buy that for $12,000.
Yeah.
What else can you buy? Maybe something like this. A 2017 Mercedes-Benz C300.
Wasn't this on a couple weeks ago?
No, it wasn't. It was a different one. This is a 17 Benz C300. It's a convertible. It's a nice-looking car that you'd want to have the wife drop off the kid at the daycare in that.
Okay.
She'd look really good.
46. I'm going
46.
46.
Okay.
Heitzman says 45.
Yeah. What do you say?
I say probably your girlfriend would look better in it than your wife, but I would go for about 50 on that one.
How about 15,775?
You get the Benz after buying that one.
You got the Benz. That's a different kind of
That's
Benz.
a different kind of Benz.
Man, George was at 49.99, so we were all way off that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then you got this one, or we?
All right.
No, that's remember that was the first one that I wanted to play.
The last one.
So
Okay.
the last one's the first one, the first one's the last one.
There you go.
2006 Dodge Charger.
Okay.
2006 Dodge Charger.
I just took it off. Hold on.
Who cares?
There you go.
Just make it
Yep,
bigger.
Gotcha.
Okay. How much? 2006 Dodge Charger.
18.
I'm going to go 11.
How about $10,500?
Yeah.
There you go.
And,
Worth
the,
every
and the
penny.
last car of the day.
No, that was it.
That was a lot.
No, what's up? This one.
Okay,
Here.
this
This
one.
is the last one. A 1972 Dodge Charger. A 72 Dodge Charger. Lady in black. Aftermarket wheels. Don't know about the interior. It looks like it's a pretty solid, unmolested car except for the wheels. How much do you think that would go for? Even with the Mopar license plate.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Really?
Mopar, I can't spell either.
72. Mars?
Heitzman says 36. George says 10.5, and I say 22.
26,250.
Yeah. For some reason, those Chargers are popular. It's weird because the Thunderbird is really just as nice and probably a better driver than some of those, but they don't draw the money.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Because that one's got the horsepower associated with it. Okay. We're going to take a quick break here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show, and we'll be back after these brief messages. The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, InWheelTime podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. Hey, be sure and join us for our live show. It airs Saturdays, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. We thank you for joining us today. Time now for Jeff's Cruise-In and Events Calendars. Things to do.
All righty. Car show at Grace, which is at the Grace Woodlands Church. It's I-45, 24400 I-45 Spring. Everyone loves cars. They got a car show.
Well, wait, where is this?
It's Grace Church.
No, but when is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's next Saturday. These are all next weekend. I do a week ahead. Sorry, I apologize. So it's the 19th, and it goes from 9 a.m. to noon. Best muscle car, best classic, best exotic cars. Chance to win a $100 cash drawing. Pre-registration, receive 5 tickets on site, and you get 1 ticket for a chance to win that $100. Again, on next Saturday, the 19th, you got a lowrider car show and hop. You get a little bit of dancing going on. 12 noon to 5 p.m. It's at 6915 Spencer
Maybe
Highway.
the cars hop.
Could be the cars hop. Yeah, and a little hop, too. Mike does a lot of dancing out there. Pasadena, Texas. Lowrider car show and hop is set to take place at noon till 5. Family-friendly event, open to the public, Pasadena, hosted by the Lowrider Ladies of Houston. So there will be some dancing. Event feature ranging from the best classics to the best under construction. So check that out. $20 registration fee, $15 and $10 respectively.
That's got your name written all over it, Mars.
I went to a couple of those when we lived in San Antonio.
Yeah?
They had some really nice cars out
paint
there.
Jobs, more paint jobs than anything.
But the suspension work.
Oh,
It hurts my back just thinking about all that work underneath that car.
Not go there. So the last one I've got is next Saturday also. It's the Corvette Invasion 2025 Bastrop Convention and Exhibit Center at 1408 Chestnut Street in Bastrop. It's a 12th annual event, so get on out there. There's a lot going on, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's prizes and good camaraderie, and a lot of cars get on out there. And
I went to that one year.
Yeah, I think you did. Didn't we all go out there one time at something?
No, we all didn't. I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's going on.
Took the Corvette out there.
Yeah, I did.
I think you did.
I did.
So get out there and enjoy
that was associated at the time with COTA, Circuit of the Americas, and you'd spend a little extra money and get a chance to run the road course at Circuit of the Americas. I'll tell you what, that was fun.
You did that in your Corvette?
I did.
I bet it was.
There's going to be a lot of things coming up for charity events and donations for the tragedies out on the flood. So if you got a car show and you're doing that, more power to you. Just make it legit, make it safe, and then donate your money. So that'd be good.
It's all good. It's good in the hood.
Good.
Okay. I have some stories that I wanted to pass along to you.
You've been telling stories all day.
I know it.
That's what we do here. New electric vehicle registrations fell 5.9% in May from a year earlier, the second straight monthly decline, despite factory discounts and tax incentives that brought prices close to parity with gasoline models, which I've said all along it should. Why have a car that's got an advantage?
No,
Pardon me?
No, we're good.
Go ahead.
Y'all doing... I worry about these hand signals that you all do there behind my back.
That's why we do them.
The 99,000 electric vehicles registered in May represent 7.1% of the U.S. light vehicle market for the month. That's down 7.5% in May of 2024, according to S&P Global Mobility. The most recent registration numbers show ongoing struggles for battery electric vehicle adoption even before the $7,500 EV tax incentive expires September the 30th. And it gives really a breakdown of all the car sales here. Tesla number one, 2025 U.S. EV registrations, 42,861. Now, compared to, a Ford Maverick, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But when you compare it to a Ford Expedition, it's not a lot.
Oh, the times have changed, too, yeah.
They have. President Trump said July 7th the U.S. would impose a 25% tariff on imports from Japan and South Korea beginning August 1st, as he unveiled the first two of an expected 12 letters to trading partners outlining the new levies they face. Quote, if for any reason you decide to raise your tariff rates, then whatever the number you choose to raise them by will be added into the 25% recharge, according to Mr. Trump. He sent those letters to the 2 Asian countries, which he posted on his Truth Social platform.
Yep.
So that war continues on. NHTSA, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, has opened an investigation into nearly 1.2 million Ram trucks. Now, this is just an investigation. The Ram trucks are made by automaker Stellantis, their head company, and that all had been repaired following 2 previous recalls in 2017 and 2018. The investigation covers certain 13 to 18 Ram 1500, 2500, 35, 45, 5500 models with a column-mounted shift lever, the agency said.
Wow. That's retro, old school.
Well, it is old school, and, people disagree with me, but this shift lever thing doesn't have anything to do with what it used to have to do with, where you mechanically
cable
put the truck into drive or reverse or whatever. Now it's all electronic.
Yeah.
And so Ram has we'll go on to a knob. Great. What's wrong with that? Takes a great big shifter and all that clunkiness out of there. There's the knob. You have a knob in yours, don't you, Morris?
Yes, I do.
What?
Yes, I do, and I love it.
I do too.
It gives me a lot more room. It's easy to reach down. You know where you're going.
And you don't take up the room on the center console with a great big shift knob.
Absolutely.
That never bothered me. I like the console shifter, but mine is on the column, and it's the push-pull. It's the push-drop and push-up.
I've got that in the car that I'm driving now. That's fine.
It took me all of maybe not very long to figure it out. It's kind of a little intimidating at first. What do you do? You push it. Do you take your foot off the brake? Is it really in park and all that stuff?
The EV that I'm currently driving, you don't have to do any of that. You sit down in the car, and you shut the door, and the car starts.
Well, yeah, that's because the EV.
You don't have to put it in gear even?
No, it does it automatically.
The one I just got out of, you put it in gear and it started.
No,
but by the same token, speaking of the electronic gear shift on it, you had to go into the touch screen 3 screens deep to find the shut the engine off, and you had to hit 2 buttons to do that. Because it's all electronic. They can do that, and engineers, being engineers that like to engineer things, they're going to engineer things.
We're going to have a couple of engineers here joining us shortly.
Yeah, but they're engineers for rocketry.
It doesn't make any difference. They're engineers.
Okay.
The brain function is a lot different than ours. I'm telling you.
No, I agree. I mean, they've got to be fixing
There's
something.
a lot of
Okay,
brain
now to
function
make you feel
different than
really
ours.
uncomfortable, we'll end this segment with this.
Okay.
A record 19% of new car buyers in the second quarter committed to a monthly payment of $1,000 or more. That share is up from 18% a year prior. New car buyers in the second quarter also set a record for highest share of loans in terms of 84 months or longer. Oh, my God. Roughly
Sign me up.
22% of buyers who financed with a loan signed up for that extended term, up from about 18% a year ago. Yowza. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. We are back after this quick break. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.